Hey, welcome back to another update of my Canadian dividend investing portfolio YouTube series. If you're new to the channel, first of all, yeah, big welcome. What I'm doing here is I'm buying and selling Canadian stocks. So like everything is on the Toronto Stock Exchange. I'm using Wealthsimple Trade, which is a free broker in Canada, and I'm tracking all of my performance with this custom Google Sheet that I made. So there's links to everything in the description below if you'd like to try out the spreadsheet or if you'd like to try out Wealthsimple Trade or whatever. And yeah, to everyone else who is familiar with the channel, awesome. I'm really glad that you guys are back here watching again. I love seeing all the comments down in the bottom, and it's super cool that you guys are following along with my progress. And it's been going well. So I've been at this since September of 2020. That's just over a year now, maybe a year and a couple months. Actually, maybe approaching a year and a half. Oh man, time flies. So at the moment, my stock value in the portfolio is sitting around $68,500, just shy of that. I'm up $6,000, which means I'm just shy of a 10% total portfolio gain. So this is the difference between how much money I've put in my lifetime and basically what the total balance is at the moment. So I think that's fine. I'm pretty happy with this. Some of this is coming from the dividends that I've received, which in total is $1,600 in the last year or so. And you can also see by month exactly what I'm getting each month for my dividend payments. And so far this month, January, has been the best month yet on record. And it's only actually the 19th today, and I know more dividends are coming in, so that's super awesome. I'm on the cycle here of every 3 months pretty much getting a big month, followed by 2 small months. A big month, followed by 2, a big one. So I was expecting January to be good. But in general, like my average monthly income is about 223. It's kind of what it averages out to. It's basically just the annual income divided by 12. So I'm looking at $2,685 per year, totally passive income. And in my case, it's tax-free because so far all of my investments are in my tax-free savings account. And I'm getting close to my limit on how much I can contribute. But for now, I'm staying everything tax-free, which is super cool. So we're going to come back to this number at the end of the video, and we're going to compare like how much this, we're going to see how much this increases, because today I'm going to be buying a few $100s worth of stocks. So to get started with that, actually I have $200 of cash in the portfolio, but I want to add in a few hundred more of my own money. But I wanted to do it on camera so you can see that this $200 that's already in the account is not money that I deposited. This is money that I've received from dividends. And you can actually see here, if we look at my dividends just in the last couple of days, the 17th was a pretty good day. Brought in $72, almost $73 on that day just in dividends. The 14th was another great day with $95. That's huge. And you can see also just in general for the whole month where we're getting that same number of 288. Like I said, the month isn't over yet. So we're going to jump into Wealthsimple Trade and make the deposit. So I want to put in I actually want to put in $700. And if you've been following the channel for the last while, you're going to notice I invest $700 every week. It works out to about $100, not about, it works out to $100 a day. That's my target, and I'm able to sustain that with the work that I'm doing. It's actually more than I ever thought I would be investing, but at the moment I'm able to do it, so I'm going to keep rolling with that as much as I can, staying super consistent and really building that compounding interest in stuff over time. And in general, so far, I see the progress. I can see every month my dividends are increasing, and it's because I'm depositing more money every month, and I'm also reinvesting those dividends as I get them, which is accelerating the growth more and more. And it's hard to see in just like a year and a half time frame, but once we get like 5 years in, 10 years in, and that sort of stuff, we're going to see this really, we're going to see that curve that's sort of exponential with compounding. So anyways, looking into the portfolio, the stocks that I'm looking at buying today are all of my stocks primarily that are in the red. I have the sheet sorted right now to have the biggest percent gains, or not, yeah, the highest performing stocks at the top. And then as we go down, we can see the most poor performing gains companies. And we can see down here we got some double-digit losses, and I'm actually going to take this opportunity to buy in more and reduce my average price on some of these positions. I would actually like to see none of these be double-digit losses. I want to kind of start putting in enough money that these are all less than 10% losses, so that if they do rebound at some point, then I don't have so high to go until these are in the green for me personally. So with that said, and you can see some of the ones down here that we're going to be buying into, let's jump back into Wealthsimple Trade and start buying some of these companies. So the first one that I want to pick up is Interjex. That's INE. This is one of my most beat up companies. Personally down 15% on them. If you look at the last 5-year chart, I was buying them in like kind of around this area. I was at this exact moment, I looked at this and I was like, man, I should sell these, but I didn't. And now I've just been holding on, riding this down. But I'm just going to start averaging in over time. Because if you actually check out these guys on Yahoo Finance and stuff, it's not scary stuff. It looks pretty reasonable. So I'm okay with them, and I'm going to be putting in 10 shares for them today for a total of about $174. Yeah, let's go with that. We're going to buy 10 of these at a market buy into the tax-free savings account. So that's nice, cool, that's confirmed. The next one that I want to pick up is ARE. This is Acon. Oops, not that one. Oh, holy moly. ARE on the Toronto Stock Exchange. Big industrial construction company, just recently hit pretty hard, but they jump up and down all the time, so I'm trying to buy them down while they're in this area. I'm also just down 1% on them, so like not anything as scary as some of the other companies, but I'm pretty sure that these guys are going up, and I just want to throw in a little bit more, hopefully before they re-increase again. So with these guys, Acon, I'm also going to just take 10 shares. I think that's the number that I'm going to go with for most of the orders today. No real particular reason, but it just kind of is a nice amount to spread out that $900 that I wanted to spend. Okay, so Acon is done. The next one is AQN. Let's go with those guys. AQN, another big utility company. I wish you could see more than the 5-year chart. Like, it would be nice to see the max, because some of these companies have pretty nice growth. It's just in the last little while that they're dipping down a bit. But for me, because I was also buying a lot in this area, I'm down 9% on this position. So with AQN, I'm going to throw in, yeah, let's do another 10 with these guys as well. Going to be around $180 back into the tax-free savings account. All right. Another one that I wanted to pick up is, this is a company that I've really been shying away from lately, but this is also one of my worst performing positions, is DCM. Yeah, they've got something crazy going on here. But I'm also down, 12.5% again. Like I said, I want to kind of get this to be below 10%, so it's not so hard to get back up if they do go in that direction. So with these guys, they're really cheap. They're $1.18 each, and so I'm going to pick up 100 of these shares. And we're going to go with that. That's going to put me to a total of 420. So we'll keep those guys in the tax-free savings account as well. Let's see how that goes. And another one that I'm picking up today is Cineplex. So CGX, you guys know this company, cinema company, down famously 73.5% in the last year. I just want to try and squeeze in a little bit, again, reduce this a little bit, so if they do cross back into the green, I might consider selling them. I don't think I'm going to hold these for like 20 years or anything like that, but it would be nice to eventually sell them, the whole position off, for a profit. So with these guys, there are around $13, and I'm just going to take 10 as well. I like that number today. That's going to work out pretty well. We're going to confirm that into the tax-free savings account and hopefully bring down that average price. So we've got a little bit of money left in the account. I'm going to drop into NPI, which is Northland Power. This is another utility company in Canada, also kind of exhibiting the same trend as basically all of these renewable energy focused companies are. And I'm going to start writing this one down as well. And yeah, we've got 120. These ones are around $35. Let's see if we can squeeze out 3. That would be cool. I think we'd be able to do that. Buy 3, and that's just going to kind of wrap up the last little bit of cash that's available in the account. And we're going to take those. Okay, so now what I do that I've done all of the purchasing is I come into the activity tab and I take a note here of all of the shares that I just bought. For example, Cineplex, the exact quantity and price. And I'm going to write that down and transfer it into the spreadsheet. And I'm going to do that in the transactions tab. So I'm going to scroll down here. This is just a master list of all of the transactions that I've ever done. And I'm going to just drop them in at the bottom, like I said, with the exact quantity and price that I actually paid. And once I'm satisfied with that, double checking that all of the totals actually add up, because it does calculate automatically. The next thing that would be interesting to see is just going back into the portfolio tab and maybe resorting this to see what's going on down here. And the goal was to get some of these down below 10%, and that did happen. So with Cineplex, AQN, Acon was only 1% down anyways. Not quite there yet with DCM, which I also bought, Northland Power and Energex, but it did go in that direction, and that's cool. So maybe next week when I come in, if I'm still interested in adding more into these positions and growing them out, I might do the same again. And if they're kind of hovering around the same area, then purchasing more would definitely decrease this average price. Otherwise, I might just wait for them to hopefully come up one day. Who knows? Decide next week. The last thing to do is just go back to the summary tab, because I mentioned this at the beginning of the video. We were interested in seeing how much the annual dividend increased, the dividend income increased based on the stocks that I just bought today. And at the beginning of the video, this number was 2,685, and now we're looking at 2,710. So that's an increase of about $25 per year, which is awesome. This tax-free, like I said, passive, this getting reinvested in compounding, and so that's exactly what I want to really start building up the snowball effect. And then, like you can see, that I'm literally getting this money and I'm reinvesting it. And when I bought stocks today, I had $900, but $200 of that was not money that I deposited myself. And I actually see here that I need to update that, so we should just jump into the deposits tab, scroll down here, and actually add that, so I know that I didn't miss anything. So it's $700 CAD, and today was January 19th, 2022. And so there we go, in the summary page. Yeah, I've got a couple bucks left, as expected. So guys, if you watched this whole thing, thanks a lot. I really appreciate that you guys are here watching this stuff and appreciating it, and also leaving comments down below. So yeah, anyways, I guess I'll see you in the next one, and don't forget to check out the links. Like I said, if you want to check out the spreadsheet or Wealthsimple Trade or anything like that, everything is in the description. So cool. See you in the next one.